corn here is standing straight back up somewhat after it got shredded and tore apart after the derecho the other night. It's my beautiful wife. She's delivering wonderful meals. She's the bestest. The other night we had a very torrential thunderstorm roll through that brought over 100-mile-an-hour plus winds on our alfalfa field out here. A lot of that was roughly about this tall right beforehand, and then it was about this tall when I got done. It was laying completely flat. I had never seen it laid over that flat before, but it popped back up. Unfortunately, as you can tell, we just mowed this yesterday and just chopped it here a couple hours ago. That actually mowed pretty nice, and it actually turned out fine. Now the corn here, on the other hand, we're dealing with a lot of, well, stalks that are snapped off. Come on in here a little bit.
Keep in mind I have very inappropriate footwear on for this.
Well, what kind of farm woman are you?
Well, one that's been cooking all day
Ow.
and making food for you.
Are you still filming?
Yes.
Okay. So this here, that's not going to make an ear. That's junk. There's a very good percentage of that out in the fields. This particular field has a lot of green snap, or a fair amount. Other fields, if you go looking at them, the corn's all leaning over one direction. You'll look down the row and it's all like we're all sitting sideways a little bit. So it's a very common thing that we're seeing. A lot of it's all what direction the wind was coming from, hybrid selection. Maturity wise, if that storm would have hit 2 days earlier or 2 days later, it could have been worse, could have been better.
Well, we weren't tasseling.
Yeah, one thing for sure is we're dairy farmers, so we pick silage varieties, so our corn tends to be a little bit taller and have a few more leaves, so it makes it top heavy. Likes to fall over easy. We're actually fortunate that we still will have a crop, even though this growing season's been crazy. We've had a lot more rain than the last 3 years combined, and a lot of spots where the corn and beans didn't even grow. There's a lot of replant. Then that got flooded out, and people tried replanting it again, and knock on wood, we still have somewhat of a crop. So, but some of it's not going to produce anything.
Typical farmer, eternal optimist.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, you kind of gotta be.
Yeah.